Hey guys, Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe B Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. I'm sitting here actually at home. The work never ends for me. Remember the basement where I had to jackhammer the floor while I'm putting the tile back down? Actually, a different color tile. Got a beige in here, and unfortunately, the way I originally did this 15 years ago is I did diagonals, so it's kind of a pain in the butt to go around everything here, but I'm down to the last couple of pieces to go here in the corner. But I have some good news, I guess. Well, I don't know if it's really good news or not. Xavier Woods with his hamstring, 2 to 4 weeks. So he could miss the first and possibly the second game, could miss maybe no time. But I believe this still makes a sense of urgency for our Cowboys at safety. I know everybody keeps saying stop with the Earl Thomas talk, but listen. Jason Garrett has actually gone through a press conference and said, we've got an urgency at safety and we're going to look around and see who's available. Now, I'm going to tell you something. This is from my own experience. See, the great thing about football is football can transcend anything and everything you do in life. I mean, seriously. I can relate almost everything. That's the thing that people don't talk about when they talk about football is how football has taught me a lot. It taught me that no matter how tired, how worn out you are, how much you think there's nothing left to give, you still can reach down and give more. It taught me about teamwork and realizing that there's bigger things than just me, about people working together and stuff. I forgot something here. Going in and out here, trying to get this stuff done, and I'm tired, man. I'm real tired. But football teaches you a lot, and in the same way, I can relate a lot of things that I do in my life to football as well. I do a lot of stuff woodworking wise and construction wise and things like that. And one thing I've learned is this: when you go to buy a tool, the way you have to evaluate that tool is, A, will it make my job easier? B, will it give me a better product when I'm done? C, will it pay for itself? Okay? And I'll go out and, I've got like a shaper that costs me $3,000. But to be able to make the cabinet doors, to be able to put blades on it, shaper bits this bit on it, and have that thing hum and make it, it's worth the money. It's paid for itself. So that's what you have to do when you're talking about football players as well, for your team. The other thing I also learned too is if you can't get what you really need, don't just grab something, a tool, and say, okay, that'll get me by. Because what I found is when I bought cheap tools, they usually wear out, they don't do the job very good, and I end up having to replace them. Does that sound familiar? Because a lot of times we have gone through and we got a Nolan Carroll. Oh, we need a cornerback. Let's get a Nolan Carroll. That was that cheap tool. It didn't do the job that you wanted. It didn't make the job better. And it certainly didn't pay for itself. So what you have to do is, if you're going to buy a new tile saw, make sure you buy one that's big enough to cut any tile that you need. Don't settle for the one that only cuts 12 to 16 inch ones. If you may in the future need to cut 18 or 24 inches because that's the style that's in, you're better off getting the right tool. And that's where the Cowboys are right now. We need the right tool. You've got all these ingredients together, all of them. You just need that final ingredient, that final binder to just make that meal just perfect. So we'll see what the Cowboys do, but at least Xavier Woods, 2 to 4 weeks. All right, guys, I'm going to get these last couple of tiles down and set this toilet back in there because I've been working on this basically, every evening after I come back from E2 Blue's house. I'll lay a few more of them because it's such a complicated, I got around the cabinet, I got around the bathtub there, and I got 40. So I'll do a few of them and then I'll stop and come back. So I'm going to at least get the toilet set back downstairs because I hate when I'm downstairs having to go upstairs to go to the bathroom. And, I know, first world problems. Say that to the guy who has no bathroom. In other words, count your blessings. I'm Mark Holmes, and I got one more piece of tile to cut and mix some more cement, and I'm done. I'll see you guys later.